live. Hooray.
All right.
Yeah.
Woo! Live on Facebook.
On the Facebooks. Okay. And then I'm just going to like link it to a couple of places.
Cool.
And see if I can get it up like on our page. And most folks from us should get like an alert being like, hey, we're live.
Yep.
The only thing I wish that it would be able to do is, no, there it is. Turn off the volume. Okay. Totally forgot. And then I started to hear myself and I was like, no. Okay.
Perfect.
And then I'll tag you.
Cool.
If Facebook will not be a total jerk and let me tag people. No, it won't. That's cool.
If it's from your page, it might be because if I don't like Atlanta School of Photography, then I don't think you can tag me. Isn't that silly?
Well, and then the other thing was like with the events that are going up now, we can't like mark it as an online event. It's just, it's a whole thing. And Facebook really needs to get its act together. So
in many ways, yes.
But I'll send you the link in the little chat box here.
Cool.
And then if you want to put a stat, then we're good.
Sweet.
So we'll just hang out for a little bit and let people kind of come in.
Yeah, let me switch over because I'm on my phone.
Oh yeah, go for it. Cool, got that.
Cool. Posting that. All right. Coming back to you.
I know. I went back over to the video and I saw myself and I was like, where am I? Okay.
Where am I?
Okay, cool. Yes. Okay, we've got people coming in. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Yay. Awesome. Okay, ask your questions here. I put it in the chat, but I'm saying it out loud too, because that's how things work now.
I mean,
this super fun world we're in.
Technology.
Yeah. We got it. We got it down.
We totally got it.
Oh,
we're that generation, right?
I know. We're supposed to be. Yeah. So
we're supposed to be that generation.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, so people are coming in. Hi, everybody. Welcome.
Hello.
Thanks for coming. Start off. Hi, my name is Sarah. If you don't know who I am, I'm the director at the Atlanta School of Photography, which is basically where I live now. So welcome to my home. My staff got really concerned because they like, y'all know Andy and Kahaya, and they were like, I came in and popped into school for a little bit and there was like a pillow on the floor. Are you sleeping at the school? And I was like, no, that's my nap zone. I'm not, like, I just have like a little nap zone now, which I'm gonna be like, that's like 90% of me is super excited for people to come back to the school and like when we're going to reopen in July.
But then you're not going to be able to take a nap every day.
It's really sad to lose my nap zone. So
I mean, I get it. That's important. That's very important.
Oh my God. It was like, oh, it's going to be a fun shift. But
it's going to be a fun transition back into
for all of us
life, right?
Yeah, all of us are going to have some like bizarre oddities that they'll not know until we all come back here. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. Well, I'm here with Carly, who is one of my favorite people on the face of the planet. And I'm so excited to see her because we haven't reconnected in a minute. It has been too long, but
It's been almost 10
I
years.
know, isn't that crazy?
It's totally crazy.
And that's been like, if anything, the silver lining in all of this insanity is
Oh, it's
just
been so
to come back
nice.
and reconnect with people
Yeah.
that we haven't talked to in forever. So
Yeah.
this is one
And
of those
because
like super cool things.
everybody kind of has time now to be like, hey, can you hop on a Zoom call? Hey, can we FaceTime? Hey, can we do whatever? And that's been definitely a bonus in all
Yeah.
of this, that it's like everybody's kind of working from home, which I do anyways, but it's really nice for me because I'm like, everybody's home and I know they're home.
Yeah. I'm like, don't say you can't talk to me. I know
Right.
where you are.
I know where you are. I know what you're doing. You're sitting at home just like me.
So let's sit at home together. Yeah.
Exactly that.
Oh my God. So, okay, if you want to introduce yourself and kind of tell everyone what type of photography you do and your
Yeah.
business and all that good stuff, go for it.
Yeah, so I am Carly Someplace. I am a destination boudoir and wedding photographer. I mostly specialize in boudoir, so intimate portraiture, which goes everything from like pretty tame bridal boudoir to erotica, which is a lot of fun. So I kind of cover all of those genres where you're mostly not closed. And then on the flip side, I do shoot weddings. I call myself destination based. I travel about 10 months of the year, not during this at the moment, but I travel generally about 10 months of the year. And then my main studio is based in my hometown, which is Kings Beach, California, which is in Lake Tahoe. And then I live about 40 minutes from there, 45 minutes from there in Silver City, Nevada. So I am kind of doing the dual state thing at the moment, and hopping back and forth and all of that stuff. But yeah, so I travel a ton and I take pictures of naked people. Like that's my job.
Yeah. And it's like just the most
That's
like epic.
if you want to know like the most basic things about me, I travel a ton and I take pictures of naked people.
Yeah. And it's like, and then that's it. That's
it.
an amazing job.
That's all you need
Yeah.
to know.
I know. And sometimes I know like you really post a lot on like your social media and stuff. It's just like, it feels weird calling that like a job, but it absolutely
Right.
entirely is. But it's
Oh,
so much fun
100%.
getting to do it. Yeah.
It's the best thing ever. Literally the best thing ever. I feel lucky every single day to call it my job because I absolutely love it. I mean, I don't want to say I'm nervous to go back. I feel rusty, so I'm a little bit nervous to go back because I have shoots again starting next week. So I'm very excited about that. But it's definitely, I feel rusty and I'm like, oh my God, am I going to know what I'm doing? And then I'm like, yeah, you're going to be fine. But yeah.
Awesome. So, okay, I have a list of questions.
Awesome.
My first one is how you got started with photography. I think that's always like a photographer to photographer question where it's like, you just want to know,
It
like, how did it begin?
definitely is. So I was gifted my first camera when I was 11. And then I was that obnoxious child with a camera. Like always. My poor parents, because I was like, oh, this is film, so you have to buy me all of this film constantly. And then because I was a child, they had to pay to develop it. I wish that was like still the case now. I'd be like, here's all my film to pay for to get.
No, mine was equally as obnoxious. It was a Sony that took those mini discs, like those mini.
Oh yeah.
You remember those?
Yes.
And so I had stacks of these colored CDs everywhere. And we'd find them like under like the desk and under my
Everywhere.
bed and just
Yep.
like scattered across the house.
Yeah.
And my parents would be like, what is this? And how is this like just everywhere? And I'm like, well, it only holds like 150 pictures. So I need
more.
more.
That's like I was talking to a friend from high school the other day. We're working on a collaborative project and she lives in New Zealand. But we were talking the other day and so we're essentially moving from house to house, from the house that I grew up in into a new property that my parents just purchased. And I live with my parents because I travel all the time. So there's no point in having an apartment, anything like that. I tried and it was just like not a good financial decision for me to spend money when I was like, I only lived there for 6 months. And in those 6 months, I was home for 71 days and that was it. So I was like, this is kind of a waste of money.
Huge, not
So
a
I'm
huge waste of money. Yeah.
huge waste of money. So I moved back in with my parents, but since I'm gone all the time, it's like I just go see them
Yeah.
4 5 days a month. It's
Yeah.
really
It's like you're
when I'm like
visiting.
when I'm in my main like height of travel, it's like I really only come home for 4 or 5 days. My office is also is owned by my family, which is really cool. It's a historic building, and I have like a tiny little bedroom there as well, so I can always stay at my office.
Oh, nice.
But being a historic building, it doesn't have running water in the winter, so I don't sleep there during the winter, just during the summer.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
But yeah, so when in all of this moving process, I've found all of my like scrapbooks from high school and all of this other stuff. And I was talking to my friend the other day, and she was like, we didn't have a 10-year class reunion. And she was like, if we ever have one though, she's like, you need to bring all the pictures, because like, she's like, I remember you in middle school with your camera, like in everybody's face all the time. I'm like, that sounds about right. And oh my gosh, Sarah, I kid you not. I probably have like 8 binders full of negatives from when I was like a kid.
Oh my God.
And then I have like all of the ones from high school. And then when I actually like started in photography classes in high school, I have full binders like from each year that I did that. And then I switched over to digital. I have boxes of discs because I burned everything to a disc to keep it. And that, yeah, it's crazy. And like, of course, moving is me being like, here's all these things.
Yeah. I know. My parents recently like moved houses from like my childhood home to like a downsizing, and it was just stacks of stuff. It was just an amount of like photography, gear, prints, film, everything. And it was just like figure out what you want to throw away and what you want to keep. And I basically went in
so hard.
Took like one Post-it note and went, keep it. Like it's like I'm so such a hoarder.
We opened up my house has a modified A-frame. And so we opened up the like Eve closet in my bedrooms. And it's just stacks of artwork and printed photographs. And I minored in printmaking in college. So all these prints, I have all these prints, and just like, and I was an oil painter for a long time. So I've got stacks of canvases. I've got stacks of like printed canvases. I've got stacks of metal prints. I've got stacks of like, and my mom looked at me and she was like, we're going to come back to this. So it's like,
to all of the art school, to all of the art school parents out there.
Oh,
we love you
MVPs.
And you're amazing people. We're so sorry.
Seriously, the MVPs. That, and then like my mom frames stuff from art school that I'm like,
I'm like, it's so bad. It's so bad. This is the worst.
From my drawing classes, I'm like, mother, that's not what I'm good at.
Get you new stuff.
Right? Like I will make you. I will make you beautiful artwork.
Yeah,
like,
and my mom's like, your new work is weird, and I'm like, oh.
I mean, mine's now naked people, so like,
so not entirely appropriate, but
not entirely appropriate.
Yeah. So getting back to that, okay, so when we have, when it comes to like traveling, how do you structure